all of you lovely Capricorns. Welcome to Cosmos and Spread. My name is Michelle Rogers, also known as the Paranormal Experiencer. Also welcome all of you lovely cross watchers to my channel. Definitely enjoy having you here. If you're interested in true paranormal experiences or the things and struggles that a child medium goes through, I also have an alternate channel about my true experiences. And again, that's the Paranormal Experiencer. I do have the link in the description below for you. Okay, guys, this is my sign, my main sign right here, Capricorn. Okay, I am very excited to see what is in store for us with this 8/8 activation. I do apologize for the delayed content because, well, you know, life happens and sometimes emergencies arise, and what do you do other than just go with the flow, you know? And that's really hard for us Capricorns, liking everything organized and structured. So all we can do, guys, is, you know, try to stay in the flow and wait it out. With that, here I go. I'm going to tell you what came through first of all prior to this reading. So, a female spirit guide came to me and she said, "Do I need to tell them this?" And then she said, "I recently found out wasn't a friend." Okay, so this is telling me this can go two directions. First of all, do I need to tell them this? So, we're looking at, many of us may be encountering a situation where we're seeing someone that we truly love and care about, seeing them either being manipulated somehow, or seeing them being hurt or not being shown the love that we feel like this person deserves, okay? And being the person that's having to come to them and let them know that we're seeing that this person is not their friend. This could also be for many of you as well. Actually having to be aware about your own personal energy, keeping that cleared, watching out for deception for ourselves, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and begin this reading. Let's start with the crystals here. Holy Spirit, holy angels, holy guides, and all who are with us in the highest divine realms of love and truth, I ask that you please give me clear communication skills. Please give me good knowledge and understanding to interpret what you are bringing forth for our lovely Capricorns for the month of August 2021, please, Spirit. Thank you. I activate this crystal grid with love and truth for Capricorn, August 2021. I activate this crystal grid with love and truth for Capricorn, August 2021. I activate this crystal grid with love and truth, Capricorn, August 2021, Spirit. Thank you. Please know that when I say Spirit, I'm speaking of the Holy Spirit, and I only communicate with the highest levels of love, truth from the Holy Divine and the Akashic Records, okay? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and begin with the current energies for our lovely Capricorns. And let's see what's going on here. Oh, it looks like my candle has went out. Hold on just a minute. I got to have my candle going. I do not work without my candles. Well, guys, it may be a situation I might have to start a new candle here. It doesn't look like it's wanting to burn. Okay, let me pause the video because I have to have my candle, guys. Okay, I'm going to begin with our current energies. Let's see what is in store for us. I know many Capricorns, you guys already know your starseed and your light workers. And I know that coming up on this activation time, oh, this one, Spirit, okay, of 8/8. It's going to really be a huge, huge reckoning for us. There are going to be a lot, and this is with all signs, there are going to be a lot of people, more so than ever, waking up around the world, okay, with this activation portal for this coming year, okay? And I really feel like intuitively that during this time, you know, of course the activations already began, you know, about a week and a half ago. But on 8/8, that's when it's really going to magnify, okay? And we've got to be ready, guys. This is going to really require all of us who have already began the awakening process to really basically bust our butts this year as far as helping other people. So it's going to be very important for us to take care of ourselves as well, okay? Lots of self-care, and this just isn't, you know, with the month reading. This is, I'm telling you, this is going to be for like the whole year up until the next 8/8 activation portal, okay? I do know that a lot of us are going to be getting, and I'm speaking of all of those of us who have already began the awakening process, we are going to be receiving some major downloads, okay? But I also feel like as Capricorns, we're going to be receiving some downloads that are extremely going to blow our minds, okay? And we're going to be able to use those abilities to be able to help, you know, a lot of people. Of course, that's with all signs, going to be able to help so many. However, I do believe there are a few signs that have been coming out that are going to be, the abilities are going to be strengthened a lot more than what you're used to, okay, and new abilities coming in, and I feel like Capricorn is one of these signs. Okay, so here we go, Spirit. What other energies is Capricorn coming into for the month of August, please? 2021. I wanted to say 11. 11 is a number of manifestation. So let's see what comes out here. Capricorn, we could be in a huge manifestation mode coming up. If that is the case, if that's what comes out in the cards and the scrying, we need to be very, very careful of emitting negative energy out. Yes, very good. Okay, very, very good. I will go through these in just a moment. Let me get all the cards pulled. Okay, Spirit's done with this deck. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, more cards, Spirit. Okay, Spirit wants to go to the Starseed Oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Those of you that would like to purchase a more in-depth personal reading and focus on, I mean, I can do general as well, but if you'd like to focus on certain areas such as love, career, money, work, or just anything that you specifically would like to have a reading about, my contact information is in the description below, and you can most certainly send me an email. Please know I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I do a lot of readings throughout the day, so sometimes I can't reach out immediately, but I will answer you back with any questions that you may have about my readings. Spirit, what information would you like to bring through, please, for our lovely Capricorn, August 2021? Ooh, thank you. Both of these? Yes, okay. More from this deck? No, thank you. Okay. So, we have the Seas of Mintaka, Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Very nice. And we have fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites and extreme of life. Very nice. So let's begin with this card here. Okay, so we do have the Kundalini rising. It says, ignite your passion for life. Okay, so yes, we are going to have a major Kundalini awakening during this 8/8 portal activation time. Okay, now the number 2, this is like the night energy, okay, in tarot. This is movement, this is travel, some kind of change. It's also being youth-like. There's a lot of loyalty here, okay, and with the number 22, and being pure in spirit, okay. This is working diligently on your spiritual life path, okay, and your soul purpose. The number 22 is also about being balanced, strong, and it's like an activation or taking action to manifest the desires of your heart, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read from the book on this one. I like to read from the book on these Sacred Spirit Energy Oracle cards by Anna Stark, because there's always so much wonderful information that comes through with these. Okay, Kundalini rising, and this is page 52. Let's see. Okay, it says, Kundalini energy is non-denominational. It resides within every person regardless of their culture, religion, or location. Often visualized as a great snake, the serpent of Kundalini energy has been coiled around the base of the spine since birth. Awakening Kundalini causes the energy to ignite and rise through the chakras. It lights up each chakra, giving each one an energetic boost along its way, continuing towards the higher crown chakra and beyond. Rising Kundalini can trigger positive and negative experiences. A spontaneous awakening can be triggered by extreme events in your personal life, such as abuse or trauma, accidents, major life events, extreme stress, and drug use. So this is kind of what happened to me, guys. I had I was extremely ill. I had been in an accident prior years before, and then had a product placed in my body, and my body rejected that, and I became extremely ill, which is why I am no longer able to be a nurse now and work on the floor. But that has brought me to what I am doing now, and I wouldn't change anything, okay? But I did have a near-death out-of-body experience in 2015, and if you haven't seen that yet, I do recommend you check that out. That is on the Paranormal Experiencer, and I don't remember the actual title, but it is kind of midway down if you scroll down through my videos, and it does say my major out-of-body experience. Okay, so, and when I came back into my body, that is what this is describing, okay? Being unprepared can leave you feeling lost in life, overwhelmed, depressed, or fearful as the body and brain struggle to comprehend its intensity, choosing to restrict its movement. So what I went through, again, I'll go in more detail if you'll just watch the video, and I'll actually put that on a card that you can click on at the end of this video for you. But when I came back into my body, I had, I was born a psychic medium, but when I came back, I had all these other abilities. Like, I would blink and I would be traveling somewhere on another planet, or I would be on a spacecraft, or I would be going through like a consciousness portal, not a physical portal, but I would be in a consciousness portal, and my stomach would turn and everything, just like being on a roller coaster. And I would literally, I would go, oh, or something like that, and my husband would be like, what's going on? And a lot of it was terrifying, and I began seeing new extraterrestrial beings and entities I never had met before that I'm aware of. And so it was definitely very awakening experience for me. It was scary at times. It was very neat at times. But it was having to learn how to harness those abilities because I had no control over them. This was all new for me, okay? And it took some time to really learn how to control those things. So I definitely recommend that you check that video out, guys. In a more controlled environment, yoga practice, intense energy work, and meditation can also release this potent energy. If you have a limited ego structure and are ready to surrender to your kundalini, you will pass through this experience with minimal complications. Ultimately, how you receive this awakening depends upon your outlook on life. So guys, this is telling me this is going to be super strong for you, okay? Continual spiritual work is recommended now to remove any self-restrictions you may have in your life. Right now, you are heading into unfamiliar territory. Empathy for others increases while the interest in your own life begins to step in the shadows. As you begin to realign your life, you may be even asking, who am I? Releasing patterns and conditions the self has placed on the psyche. Now is the time to realign your being to your unique blueprint. Currently, you are dissolving personal patterns that are no longer needed. If it is not serving you at the highest level, it will soon be removed. The release of Kundalini energy can herald great change. Assess the success of your coping strategies during stressful and emotional periods. Forever changed by your experiences, reignite your fire and passion for life by connecting to your inner spark. Very, very beautiful. Okay, and some shadow things to watch out for. These energies can creep in on you, especially when you are really awakening your Kundalini, okay? This is like over ambition, okay? And a lot of us, we are mega workaholics. And even if we're physically not going, our minds, our mentality is constantly working on that next project. Working on how we can make things more structured or how we can schedule things differently, so it's like we're constantly in work mode some way, somehow, okay? And Spirit's saying during this awakening process, and these new downloads that are coming in, we want to watch out for becoming too overly ambitious because we're going to need time to be able to go within and go into consciousness and really not allow these new abilities or these strengthened abilities that are going to be taking place to consume us and control us. We need to be able to control the abilities, okay, so that we can come into our best spiritual selves to be able to help people worldwide as they're waking up, okay? So we've got to be very careful about that. This is going to be very important for us to stay grounded, for us to meditate, for us to deep breathe, anything that we can do. If you live in an area, with things that are going on in the world, but if you live in an area where you can get out in nature, that's also going to be a very, very big help to you. Don't take the phones, at least turn them off. Give yourself some quiet mental space to be able to do this. Also be careful about the rebellious energy. I know myself, I'm one of those people. Let someone tell me to slow down. I will be so mad. I get so angry and I will be working myself to death, okay? I will work, even if it's just mentally, I will be working myself from the second I wake up until I drop at night, okay? And sometimes I get so frustrated because my husband will be like, honey, you need to slow down. You are sick. You are, reminding me of all these things. And I get so upset and angry because I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of a creative process. You cannot come in and, intervene whenever, I'm doing something spiritually, and it's like, but the thing is, I have to get a grip on myself because I do overdo things. And it's like when I'm in the moment, I don't see I'm overdoing things until it's been 3 days later and I've had 2 hours of sleep. You see? So it's like, I totally get this rebellious mentality that we Capricorns have, because it's like we are so striving to, it's like we have that built within us to succeed, okay? And it's like we get so caught up in planning our foundations and planning our futures. And it's like, how that saying is, time flies by when you're having fun. Well, for us Capricorns, our fun is literally putting things in place, making sure our foundations are set correctly, making sure we have things organized the way they need to be, or scheduled, on time, or, everything can be absolutely perfect, and we'll see something and say, oh no, I've got to go back and redo my channel because I didn't add this one word, or I have to take this one thing off, or you know what, I've got to update all my pictures. We're constantly in that rebellious energy and workaholic energy of finding another project that it's like we're always trying to reach perfection, and we'll have something absolutely wonderful, be completely done with it, and then a year later we come back and we're like, oh no, this is totally wrong, and we have to refresh it again. So it's like we can never reach that total completion. We think we do when we're on a project and it's done, but then give it a year and we're right back doing something to make it better, that we feel like it needs an upgrade or something, right? Okay, so we have to be really, really careful about that during this time and during this next year, okay? Because this is going to be a time where we're going to have to really be focusing on all these new gifts or additional, like say if you're a medium, you may have seen the spirit realms in, let's say you could see their clear energy, and then all of a sudden, once this activation takes place, you may begin seeing them how that they had passed away, or may be able to see them in clear, or not clear, but in physical form now. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Abilities that you already have may very well advance in a way that you're not used to. So it's going to take some adjusting for us, okay? And if we don't have control over our abilities and get adjusted well, then, because we can't allow that fear to step in. Because I'm going to tell you something, my Capricorns, when there was one point, I was used to seeing spirits all my life. And a few years ago, something that terrified me was I asked who I was speaking to, because I knew I could see an outline with a room full of people waiting for me to help them to cross over, okay? That was normal for me. But I asked who I was speaking to, and there was a man that came through just trying to be helpful, okay? It was not a negative, evil entity of any kind. But he came through and showed me how he looked when he passed away. And he looked very, very, it terrified me, okay, until I got used to it. It was very, very scary, okay? And it happened abruptly. And he said, "We're all the dead ones." And he was just trying to be helpful. But the thing is, it was in that moment I realized, oh, whoa, things are increasing here. My abilities are changing. They're advancing. Okay, and I had to get control of that. And I honestly, when I saw him, I went into this panic attack because I wasn't used to the realization of seeing so many people, how they passed away at one time. Okay, if you can imagine seeing a movie that has zombies everywhere and parts of the skin that are deteriorated and all that, but it not being negative. Okay, that was kind of the situation. People's skin being blue from, being passed away, no oxygen traveling through their body, things like that. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. This is going to be a year for many of you to really hone in and know your new abilities, or the new advancements to the abilities that you already had. Okay, and also a sacred crystal that this book recommends is the tiger's eye. An angel assistance that they recommend is the guardian angel Melahel. It's Melahel, and that's removing toxicity and self-expression. So that angel is known to help with those things. An affirmation that this book recommends that you say is, I am my own healer. I hear these messages loud and clear. Now, guys, I always say, if you like what the book is recommending as far as affirmations and crystals, that's great. Do that. But always use your intuition. Many of us have our own prayers that we like to say, our own affirmations that we like. So, go with your intuition as always. Now, the next thing that we have here is the number 28. Now, this is the number 10. This is like ultimate completion. This is, you have ended, chapter 9, and you're now stepping into a new phase of life, okay, with lots of new opportunities. You've had that hard struggle. You began taking action to heal that, and you're coming out of that old stagnant energy, kind of like the snake itself. The snake has to go through and get rid of its old dried skin, right? And it has to come in and transform into the new. And so that's what this card is saying here. With the number 10, you're stepping into a new chapter in your life. You have new beginnings, okay? And if you'll look in the background here, you see many jagged cliffs, okay? And just very, very rocky, steep, jagged mountains, okay? Now, mountains mean a lot of things to me, and depending on how they look, and I could tell this is, you've had a very, very hard road, okay? Your entire life, you've had a very, very hard road. It's been one struggle after another. But if you notice, those are in the background, okay? This owl is now in front of these, okay, going on forward into a new chapter, okay? Also, with the owl, if you see, owls have very clear eyesight, okay? They can see the smallest, minute insect, babies that are being, the little babies of animals that are being born. They can see every little detail, okay? And that's telling me that there is a lot of clarity coming forth for us Capricorns in the very near future, okay? It says, mindful wisdom, create inner harmony. Yes, and that's going to go along with what we've already been talking about here, guys, with the Kundalini rising, okay? Making sure to have that harmony and balance within so that we can be able to harness our new or newly advanced abilities, okay? Now, also something else to think of here. When we have the owl, every time I see an owl, it also has meaning for me in different ways, okay? So for one, just being that it's a bird in general, it is perched. So that means it hasn't taken flight yet, but it's getting ready to, okay? It is like standing up, okay? It's not laying down. So it's standing up. It's getting ready to spread its wings, but just not quite yet, okay? So that's telling me you're getting ready to step into the number 10 energy, okay? Now also, if you can see, around the head, you have some white, bright light coming out, okay? And that's also just an indicator of, your spirituality advancing, okay? Getting closer to enlightenment, okay? Very beautiful. But also, the owl also tells me that you have been here many lifetimes, okay, in Earth School, and you have been preparing for this moment in time to help all of those who have come into enlightenment, all of those who are awakening at this time. That has been your whole training purpose of coming back time and time again. It's kind of like just been like a training process for you, in addition to soul growth. Okay, so it's like, again, you know, many of us are these light workers, but also starseeds that volunteer to come here for this purpose. We volunteered to come here to train lifetime after lifetime. Most of us are very, very old souls. Okay. So do keep that in mind. Now the next thing we have here, the seeds of Mintaka. Okay, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. This is absolutely, it's very beautiful. So when I see water, okay, you can, just like with all symbols, guys, there's positive and negative. You know, there can be 1,000 different meanings for every symbol, but I have to use my intuition. Okay, and for this reading, I feel like if you look at the water, look how clear the water is. So that's telling me there's going to be clear insight coming in. So that's just lining right back up with our out. Okay, the clear vision. You're going to be able to see clearly. Okay, when this activation starts coming through for you, so that you're going to be able to understand, be able to harness your abilities. You're going to be able to learn how to interpret your visions. And something else, guys, please make sure, if you don't already, there may be many of you having dream visions as well, but this is going to be so. Dream visions, day visions, doesn't matter. If you don't already keep a log, I do suggest that you do so, because the way things are going to begin ramping up for us, it's going to be very important, because it could be a process that you're constantly getting messages coming through. And, you know, like myself, I get so many messages already that come through. If I don't, okay, now I can't sit and write everything that comes in. If I did, I would never live my life. Okay, I would spend my whole life sitting and writing. But the things that I feel like are extremely important, I do. Okay, I write those down. I date it. I time it. You know, what was I doing? Was I awake? Was I asleep? Okay, and I jot down every single detail of that vision. Okay, but it's very important if I write down if I was awake or asleep, because many times interpretation of a dream will be different than if you are awake. Okay, not always, but most of the time. That's what I've found for myself. Okay. Now, also another thing is, you can see the water all around is not turbulent. You have this one little area right here, okay? But because it's clear and it's just so full of beautiful spirit energy, okay? That's the only turbulence I see. So again, that's lining up with this Kundalini getting ready to take place, getting ready to activate in your lives, okay? So it's very, very beautiful. And you see how you can even, it's so clear. You're going to have so much clarity. You see how you can see the bottom, okay? So that's what we're looking forward to. And that's very beautiful. Okay, so the next thing, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. I'm going to read this card to you as well, because it is a very beautiful, beautiful meaning to it, and you need to hold on to this while you're going through this Kundalini awakening, okay? So, because I don't want to miss anything for you guys. You need to hear everything that you possibly can to help you here, and that's why I'm here. Okay, so fall into my arms. Just a moment. Okay. Okay. The great Mother Earth ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be. That being human can be lonely and confusing. That the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them at her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Okay? So that's basically, for me, what this card is saying is that we have the ability to find the miracle in everything. Us Capricorns, we really, since birth, go through it. Okay? Things that people would never dream of, we go through it. Okay? Crazy stuff sometimes. Okay? And sometimes it seems like we get in these cycles and we just cannot get out. And just pure things that you think other people just do not go through. It's like, why? But that's the whole beauty in it. And if you just check out my other channel, I mean, you'll see what I mean. But it's like, to me, it's finding, we've been through so much and continue to go through so much that we have unlocked this code, kind of like being able to find the miracle in everything, being able to find the beauty through adversity. We may not see it when we're in it, of course. That's something for any human being, I don't care how many lifetimes you've had, to try to find while we're in the midst of it. But a lot of people stay stuck in that energy, and we are those type of people that we begin to realize that, okay, wait a minute, there is a miracle in everything. We just have to find it. And we actually do find that miracle. It might take us, a few months. It might take us a few years. But we are the type of people that we look back, with our sign, and we look back and we say, oh my gosh, I get it now. If that had not have happened in that certain time, certain place, I would not be do what I'm doing right now. I would not be where I am right now. I would not have learned what I did in that time to help me to where I am today and to be able to help so many people. And then we begin to see that everything has purpose. And I think that's very beautiful. And then it's up to us to teach the world and say, hey, you can find your miracle in it. It may take a while, but it's there. It's just trying to find it. Okay? That's where we have to take action for, is to try to find that miracle. Okay? And teach that to other people, that there is beauty, even things that look absolutely horrible. What happened to me in my life, that was absolutely horrible. It was devastating. But I would not change one thing. Today, what I do and being able to reach people and help people, I would not change any of it, because now that I look back, it was so beautiful the way things played out. Okay? Yes, I struggled. I went through some horrible pain, physically, emotionally, even spiritually. Okay? But now I'll look back and it was all worth it. Okay? So that's finding the miracle in everything. That's finding our beautiful, and we're capable of doing that, my Capricorn. So never, ever, ever, if you're newly awakening, please, no, never, never, never give up. Okay? All right. So I'm going to move along now, and I'm going to pause the video and dim the lights, and I'm going to begin to crystal scry and see what Spirit wants to bring through on the crystals, information that our lovely Capricorns need to know about, about our friends. Is there some kind of deception going on with one of our friends? Is there something that's going, some kind of deception getting ready to come towards some of us? So let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm very, very interested. Hey guys, I have to stop this real quick. Okay, let me turn this other light on, because as I went to turn in my chair, Look what I found lying on the floor. Okay? This says, this is the number 9, clear and activate. And it says create sacred space. So really quickly, what the number 9 is, remember I told you, you are stepping in to chapter 10. If you look at these as chapters, this is the chapter 9, okay, where you went through that adversity. You had been in that cycle, okay, and just Spirit saying, okay, things that were no longer good for you or being removed and are being removed from your life, clearing up space. It's kind of like if you look at a full 8-ounce glass of water, and you know that half of that is positive energy and half of it is negative energy, but the glass is still full of energy, right? Okay, so if you don't clear out, pour out that half of negative energy, you don't have any more space to pour in any energy into this glass, right? So what's happening is, in order for all this Kundalini awakening to occur with us, in order for all this positive, new, beautiful journeys and new opportunities to come in with chapter 10 into our lives, Spirit's saying that space had to be cleared. So you had to pour out, spiritually, you had to pour out half of that glass, that negative energy that was in there, so that you have space for more new positive energy to come in and fill that glass, okay? So that's what that's about. All right, so that could be, you know, toxic relationships that have been removed from you. That could be just, you know, people in general. It could be a group of people. It could be a person that wasn't for your highest good. Maybe, you know, people who like to start drama, or, you know, whatever it is for you. It could be a workplace that just wasn't, you know, your heart's desire. But whatever that was for you, please take it how it resonates. You know, that's being removed, if it hasn't already, from your life, so that you can move forward in this chapter 10 and be able to receive, getting your glass full again, but all positive energy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it again now and dim the lights. I'll be right back. Okay, please give me just a moment to line up to the crystals. Holy Spirit, holy angels, holy guides, and all who are with us in the highest divine realms of love and truth, I ask that you please show me, tell me, or both, what do our lovely Capricorns need to know about their current and near future, please, for August 2021. Okay, thank you. Please clarify. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what I'm seeing is half man, half goat. Okay, so that's fully us Capricorn. Okay, coming into our energy for the month of August. And again, I definitely feel like we're going to be extremely activated on 8/8. Okay, very, very beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, please continue. Please show me, tell me, or both, what does our lovely Capricorns need to know for August 2021? Please tell me about this deception. Yeah, okay, I see a snake. Now, snakes can be good or negative meanings, okay, in this circumstance. Okay, the snake has this, how should I say this? This sneaky grin on its face, okay? So I really have the feeling this time it's in a negative sense, to be very watchful of people over this month, even going out into the month of September. Be very watchful for sneakiness, for tricksters, and that can be for yourself and for your close loved ones as well, according to what came through prior to this reading, okay? So yeah, but there's definitely some kind of trickster energy at play here, guys, that Spirit is saying to be aware of, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Please continue. Please show me more about this negative trickster energy that's coming forth for Capricorn, August 2021, please. Yeah, and I just heard manifesting, so we are going to be in a huge manifestation phase. So I do feel like that's why I was trying to say August 2011 earlier, because the number 11 for me, that is huge manifestation, okay? All right, thank you, Spirit. Please continue. So we want to keep this positive, guys. We want to focus on as much positive and loving energies as possible. Stay grounded. So no matter what's going on around us, okay, we have to have our little protective bubble around us at all times. Our happy bubble. Okay, what is this, Spirit? Oh, some of you, I see two people. I see a male and a female kissing. So this could be, actually, some of you, this could have to do with love issues as well, or matters of the heart. So, you know, it doesn't have to be intimate. This could just be people who are close to you. That there could be some kind of hurt, okay? Maybe someone is going to say something very hurtful to you, or some type of separation here. Someone that you care very deeply about, because these two people that I saw are really embracing each other, okay? So that's showing me that there can definitely be some kind of something dealing with a loved one of heart matters, okay? That's really going to be hurtful, okay, in some way, somehow. So take that how that resonates with you. Now, this could be also, you know, the way that they are kissing each other. This could be, you know, a significant other, or again, someone who you're really close to, one of your very close loved ones that you're seeing getting done wrong as well. And you may have to step in for them, okay? Or you may have to, it may be a situation that you may have to protect that other person for a while from those negative energies. You might have to make someone aware, because as Spirit said before this reading, let me see what the exact word said. Okay. Do I need to tell them this? Okay. So you could actually be the bearer of bad news to someone who you fully love, and that's not always an easy task to do, okay? But just be strong, Capricorn. You've got this, okay? You have a way of bringing things forth to make it clear to the other person without bringing it forth in a manner that's going to be even extra hurtful, okay? If it's a situation of bringing something to someone's attention, okay? But that could also mean that when you bring that to someone's attention, they're going to even feel more loved by you, or more cared for by you, okay? That you genuinely have their best intentions, okay? So just be strong, my Capricorns. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this deception that's going to take place for Capricorn, August 2021, please? Okay, please clarify. Oh, I see an older adult dog, like a golden retriever, looking out off of a ledge, okay? Now, this tells me several things. Okay, so for one, a dog itself is telling me loyalty, friendship, okay, complete trust. So Spirit's wanting you to know that you do have someone in your life that is very trustworthy, that is very loyal, or that you're going to prove to someone else that you are this person for them in their life. And this could very well be for, for those of you that are going to have the task of enlightening someone of how they're being lied to by someone else, or they're being manipulated or hurt by someone else, that this person is going to be able to look at you as the spirit animal, the dog, as a true loyal friend, okay? Someone who is their friend no matter what, okay? Now, also, this dog is looking out, like contemplating, should I do this or should I not, okay? And again, this goes right back to this question. The first thing that Spirit said was, do I need to tell them this? So this could be very hard for you to bring across. For those of you that are having to relay a message or bring this point across, this can be really hard for you to do so. Because it could be a situation you truly care about this person and you don't want to hurt them, but at the same time, you can't continue to see them be hurt, okay? And it's like you don't know, do I do this? Do I tell them or do I not? If I tell them, it could cause this big, huge blow up, or it can really devastate this person. But if I don't tell them, then it could devastate them even more. And it's one of these things of you couldn't live with yourself if you didn't bring it to their attention. So the Spirit's just saying, be strong. You're going to, use your intuition, and you're going to make the correct choice. I promise you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and turn the lights back on, and we're going to wrap this reading up, my lovely Capricorns. Okay, Spirit, what ending messages would you like to give our Capricorn? What ending guidance? This one. Thank you. And I also felt this one. Okay. Spirit, what ending guidance would you like to give our lovely Capricorn for August 2021, please? Ooh, thank you. All of these? Yes. And this one was flipped, this one as well? Yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit. More from this deck? No. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so what we have here is, okay, we've got 4. So first one, we have fertility, sensuality, rebirth. Yes, that's stepping into the number 10 energy, that chapter 10, okay? The new beginnings, okay? The new chapter in life. Walking through that door, okay, of rebirth, shedding that old skin. Okay, now we have a moon. Anytime I see a moon, of course, it can mean several different things. It can mean going within, which that could go along with the Kundalini for some of you. Going within, making sure, like we talked about in the beginning, right? But I feel like the main overall meaning of this moon is illusion, trickery, deceit, okay? And it says, first quarter moon, challenges, and commitment. Yes, yes, yes. Do you tell them? Do you not? Do you love them? You do. So you have to protect them. You have to be able to have the strength. It's going to be a challenge for you, but you have a commitment to this person that they know the truth. Okay? You're going to bring something to light. Very beautiful. Because you see, something that was in darkness is going to be brought to light. Very beautiful. The next thing, crossing paths, limitless choices. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. This can mean walking into also your new soul tribes, okay? Or a soul tribe that you're involved with could be expanding, like a network, okay? Really networking and meeting new people, and that Spirit is bringing you to be in your soul family, okay, at this time. Okay, and the next thing, endurance, persistence, and longevity. Very good. That's us, Capricorn. We just keep right on keeping on. Sometimes we get in these cycles and we feel like we're stuck and stagnant and can't get anywhere, and we keep trying and trying. But that's the key. We keep trying. We do not give up. We might be slow to get there, but we get there. Okay? Very, very beautiful. Okay, Spirit also wanted us to use this deck and get a last card here. Okay, Spirit, what last bit of guidance would you like to give our lovely Capricorn, please? Ooh, that was me. Oh, I hope that got caught on video. That really flipped out. Thank you, Spirit. The night. Find conflict. Wait a minute. Find comfort in the night, where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. Beautiful. So do the unexpected, Capricorn. Don't we always anyways? Don't we usually do the unexpected? Okay. More from this deck, Spirit. Yes, okay. And also, I also feel like Spirit saying, because it says the night, find comfort in the night. So in other words, find comfort in the darkness. Okay? In that, the midst of that adversity. Okay? Where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. So again, find your miracle in everything. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. One more thing. Let's see what symbolization that Spirit would like to bring out for you. Okay. And we have, you are eternally loved. You have this symbol of infinity, okay? That is eternal. That is never ending. Never ending love by the divine. They want you to remember that, okay? Very, very beautiful. Okay, much love and blessings to each of you. Thank you again so much. I appreciate each of your likes, subscribes, visits to my channel. And may you have a very, very blessed month and a very, very blessed awakening, my friends.